another episode of Off the Books. Welcome back, guys. We are so happy to be back. I'm happy to be back. As you can see, we've been spreading out these episodes, giving you a little taste of everybody. Got a little Tasha here, got a little Kalina there, got a little Ashley here. You know, we just like to spread it around. So you guys, don't get bored. Keep your guests and all that good stuff like that. But today, on today's episode, we have a special guest, Miss MareaMichele. Yay! Miss MareaMichele is about to tell you about how awesome she is and all the awesome things she's done for us so far. So we're going to let her take it, and she's going to spin it right back to us.
All right.
Have the floor, ma'am.
All right. Well, thank you, ladies, so much for having me on Off the Books.
Thank you.
I appreciate you guys. So, as Shan said, I am MareaMichele, and I'm an author of several books. But the books that I've been working with these ladies with are connected books and visioned books. And so connected books are a series. It's a series of three. A series of 3 questions books. And so each one has specific questions pertaining to that particular series or that particular piece in the series. Tribe is for folks to get to know the people that's in their tribe. And these are going to be the people that you're closest to, right? That you confide in, that you can depend on, right? Mm-hmm. Those are the people in your tribe. And then lovers, of course, is for the romantic partners in your life, whether that be a spouse, a significant other, or somebody that you're potentially interested in romantically, right? And then the last one is self. This book is all about getting to know ourselves on a deeper level. So it's about self-awareness, right? Mm-hmm. And we went through these books about a month ago, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We had an amazing class.
Particularly we went through self a little bit. Mm-hmm. And what did you guys think about self?
Amazing.
I loved it. I'm just like, I'm still in awe. I'm working on it right now, actually.
Yeah, me too.
Yep.
I love the little the quizzes, because if you don't know something, like one of the questions in there is what's your apology language, and if you don't know your apology language, in which I didn't even know I had an apology language, right, you can take a quiz and it will tell you what your apology language is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And what she's referring to is the apology language was created by the same guy who created the 5 love languages. I'm sure you guys know about that one. But the apology language essentially says, this is what I need in order to move forward and to move into the space of forgiveness, right? Mm-hmm. So when somebody does me wrong, or there's a disconnect between me and another person in my life, this is what I need in order to move into the space of moving past that or forgiving. And I think that is super important for us all to know, so that we can articulate that to the other people in our lives.
What's your apology language?
Look, I need redemption. Oh, no, I'm sorry, not redemption. Repentance. Mm-hmm. You need to tell me, like, okay, yes, I did this. I'm sorry about it, and I need for you to also, what's it called?
Accountability.
Yes, accountability.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Own it.
Yep.
You did it.
Yep.
You did own it.
Own it.
That's right.
Yeah. Like, say it.
Yep.
It's okay to be wrong.
Yep.
You know? It's okay to say you're okay. You're wrong.
That's
it's
right.
all right. Yeah.
Look, players mess up too. It's okay.
And I think knowing that is just helpful, because it helps us move past and sometimes save a relationship that we may have walked away from because the person just didn't know how to make amends for it.
Yeah.
Because it's always easier to just shut down.
It
and
is.
just go.
And just be like, you know what, I'm done with this.
When we can articulate to them, listen, I know you tried to apologize in this way. This is what I need, and then I think I could start moving past it. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Honestly, this whole situation is just like genius. I love it. God gave you a great mind and some visions to create this, because it's everything that you wanted. Like, even the fact that, it's like a little journal, but it's so powerful, because everything that you need to fix yourself, maybe fix your relationship or your family, is like all in these little books. It's just amazing, and this is something that you can keep with you forever, and you get to really, like the self one, you really get to discover who you are, and you know yourself. And I'm loving that book right now.
Yes.
I feel like that's one that you should
Get
work
to
on.
know yourself.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I didn't know that about me.
Yeah.
You find out new stuff about yourself.
About yourself.
That's why I act like that, because I don't.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good.
It really makes you sit down and like analyze yourself as a person. You're like, oh, I'm sorry. Not I'm sorry, but that's me. Okay.
Yep.
All
That
right.
reflection.
Yes, that reflection.
That's why I acted like that in that situation.
Yes.
I get it. I
Yeah.
get it. I get it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think it's one thing to see something on the surface and just assume, okay, maybe this is why I did that, or maybe I was just responding because of the way they tone or whatever. It's something different when you can get to the why. Like when you can ask yourself the questions to get to the real reason, the root of the thing. It's a whole different ball game. Because it's one thing to just say, yeah, I did it, or I said it that way, or I responded that way because of their tone or the way they came to me or whatever. That wasn't it at all. But if you don't know the questions to ask yourself to do that deep digging, then all kind of stuff is coming up. All kind of stuff, whether it's projected at ourselves or other people, the stuff is coming up.
Yeah, and hurt people hurt people.
Yes.
Sure.
Come on.
Hurt people, guys.
Yeah.
So if you want to get to know yourself, that self book right there.
That's the one.
Now tell us about the vision journals, because
Oh my
those are
gosh.
my life right now.
Yes.
For real, like, oh my goodness, my life right now. Please
Yep.
tell us about the vision
So the
journals.
vision books are, can I use, oh no, I'll grab
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
So the vision books,
white shoe.
Yeah.
so the vision books, we have 4 different covers, but we only got 3 that's in stock. We got perspective, we've got, Tasha had dedication, and then we have vision, or visionary. It's the 3rd one. And there's another one called gratitude, but we don't have that one in stock. But everything that's on the inside is the same. But essentially, you know how we make these vision boards every year? You know, I've been making them since I was a teenager. We make these vision boards every year, and then they stay at the house on the wall. And we look at them like the first couple weeks of January, maybe into February, and then we don't really fool with them no more. I've always been very attentive to my vision board, but once I got maybe in my mid-20s, I was like, no, I want to take this thing with me. So I made me like this little janky one, like, and took it to work with me. I was still working at the time. And I thought, I need this with me, and I think other people would need them with them too. So I made it where you can take your vision board with you. So all these blank pages, you clip out your clipping just like you would for the vision board, but you put them on these pages and stick it in your purse. So
Yes.
every day you can stay focused on your visions, because I think once something is out of our sight, it's out of our mind. We don't
Yeah.
focus on it as much. When you got this thing with you every day and you constantly looking at your visions, it give you that little bit of motivation you needed for that day. Like,
Right.
I said I want this, let me get at it. Right? But then for me, more importantly, I think it's awesome to be able to see what it is we want, and then find the visions that line up with that in a magazine or a photograph and stick it in here. I think that's awesome. We need to do it, because if you can't see it, you can't achieve it. We know that, right?
Right.
The other part though is, we always talk about what it is that we want and we can see it. Nobody really talks about how to actually actualize it, how to bring it into fruition. Like, we don't go that far with it, right? So I thought, no, we need to work on how to make this stuff happen. And so in this book, there is a plan called the 90-day plan that kind of walks you through how to actualize it. And it breaks it down into smaller pieces, right? Basically, where whatever is on your master list, you're going to break down into smaller pieces and work on for those 90 days, right? And we got 4 quarters in a month, which means we got 4 90-day blocks that we can put this stuff in and tackle it little bit by little bit. So I think this book is just a great way to not only have the vision, but realize the vision.
Yes.
I love that book.
Like-
Like when I tell you this comes with me.
Yes.
Everywhere.
When I
And
get
it fit in
up,
your purse.
it do.
Right?
It
Yes,
does. I be feeling great. I be
It
feeling like a
fits in my book
businesswoman.
bag.
I got my journal. I got my book with me, my dedication book. I look at my goals, my
Yes.
plan, and I just go from there.
Have you accomplished any of your goals that you set so far?
I have.
Me too.
Yes. I was like, yes.
Look, get my socks on fire.
Why you because you was excited. You was excited about to share with us this
I was.
Yes.
Girl. Like, what? Have you accomplished your 90-day goal? You said your 90-day goals?
Not my 90 days. I have some bigger goals I have not accomplished yet, but I'm in the process.
coming.
Yes.
They coming. Yes.
Mine just takes a little bit longer for what I want. But,
Yes.
But I have that with me like all the time. It's just like so amazing, because like you said, it's a constant reminder. Like, I pay attention to it. Do you really want that? No, because
Yes.
your vision board says this is what you want. So
Right.
staying focused. Yeah.
Right.
That's that intentionality.
Intentionality.
Yes.
Let's
Yes.
be intentional.
Mhm.
I love that, like, writing it down, not only writing it down, but it's like I'm replaying it in my mind. Okay, now I just hit another goal.
That's right.
I just hit another goal.
That's
Okay,
right.
I got this goal accomplished. It's getting close to my goal end time. Now I need to start setting my next 90 days.
That's right.
Yes.
That's
Because
right.
I'm like, now I'm accomplishing.
That's
I've got
right.
these accomplished. And I was like, that was before 90 days a little
Yes.
bit.
And you know
was
what
that you
else?
putting it
That's
out
like
in the universe?
That's what it is.
It's like it's you putting it out in the universe
Yes.
and you've written it down. You're watching. You're seeing it every day. You're in the process of doing it. Boom. And you're like, oh, my 90 days ain't even up yet.
Mhm.
Yep.
And it's like a blueprint, you know, like when
Yeah.
you know what you need to do, but you don't know how to put it together. So
Yeah.
she just effortlessly put this together for us
Yeah.
to make it so easy. It's like, okay, no, you're not gonna write it down all at the same time, but you're gonna, what do you want in 3 months, 6 months, a year?
That's right.
So really breaking that down to where it's really easy to achieve that when you actually have a blueprint. And so we get overwhelmed when we have to write down our goals and write down our visions because it's so like, oh my God, where do I start?
Yes.
It's
Right.
like, where do I start?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yep.
that is just, that's brilliant because I love vision boards.
Yes.
But like this is so good to have it in a journal. Like you just have it with you all the time.
Yeah.
You don't have to, because you do have it sometimes put up in your house somewhere, then it goes to the garage.
Yep.
Then, you know what I mean? You
Yeah.
can't
It's just
really
floating.
see it.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So from wall to wall, and then you're like, oh, it's not looking right now. I need to get that out of my face, and then you move the whole thing, and now your vision's gone.
Yeah.
But I love it. Like it's like, so like I know we talked about it when we had our vision board
Party.
party.
Yeah.
We had our vision board party, and then in my betterment training with Kalina, she's like, you know, break it down like you're eating an elephant. You're not just gonna walk up to it and bite it.
Yes.
Right. So she's like, break down that 90-day goal. How you gonna do this? In
That's
order to
right.
have this, you gotta set this.
Yep.
It makes me feel like, okay, in real time this is achievable.
That's right.
Yes.
Because if it gets too big in my mind, I'm like, you know what?
I
It's
can't
okay.
even do
it.
this. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
for real. Like, it's like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this or not. Because,
Yeah.
of course, I am in that 90 one of my 90-day goals, or one of my things is school. Because I'm in the middle of, like, school, trying to take the test. So it's like, that's a goal I want to get accomplished, but it's also not a goal that I can control.
Yes.
So it's like I put it up there because I'm trying to speak it into existence,
Right.
but it relies on other things or other moving parts with that.
Right.
So it's like, but it's a goal still.
Yeah.
It's like I don't want to take it off of that list because it's achievable,
That's
and I don't
right.
want it to seem like I'm not gonna get it achieved this
No,
year. I'm gonna get it
It's
achieved
fine.
this
That's
year.
right.
It's
That's
happening.
Like, I don't know
It
if
is
you hear me,
happening.
but I'd be like, oh, that's Shan. Shan's in school, but she's about to be a stylist for that.
That's right.
Yeah.
She's gonna be right over there. That's her station.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's
Just
right.
waiting.
Yeah.
You're waiting on me. I look at it like, hi.
I'm coming.
I'm coming.
I'm coming.
Yeah.
Okay, and so I want to ask each one of you, what books do you have? What are all the little books that you have?
I have. So y'all know, of course, I have the self book.
Yep. She got
Yes,
some.
of
And
course.
I have the Lover's book.
Okay.
Yes.
I love the Lover's book.
Okay.
Like it is. So,
have y'all exchanged books yet?
See, no, not yet.
Okay.
But he finished his book.
Really?
What?
He finished his
I'm
book.
jealous.
When I
That's
tell
the
y'all,
first time
I'm
I've heard a man
surprised.
finish his book first.
Before me.
I am jealous of
Wow.
this.
That
Yes,
is
Darius, go
good.
ahead.
Look, baby, on it.
Serious.
Darius, two snaps.
He finished it, and I had asked him about it for Valentine's Day. I'm like, so where your book? I thought we was going to exchange it, just trying to see where his head was at. He was like, oh, I'm done. I was waiting on you.
Love
I'm
that.
like,
You laughing.
right. I'm like, you know, I'm on the second part, but I'm coming. It's coming.
Yes, I love that.
So you like what it's done for you guys' relationship so far?
Like it helps us, how to say this, not focus on each other more, but focus on mentally like where we're at.
Yeah.
What he needs, what I need, what's my love language, because sometimes I'm not an affectionate person. Like I don't want you to touch me all the time.
Yeah.
Don't rub on me all the time.
Right.
But he's like, okay, you know, I like that touch. Like touch reminds him like, okay, yes, okay, she's not mad, she's not upset,
Yeah,
she loves me.
Yes.
That affection, he likes that.
I'm a touch person. So that would be me.
Yeah.
If you don't touch me, I think you mad at me.
Something's
I'm gonna bust out
wrong.
crying.
Yeah.
And it's just cause you didn't even notice. I'm gonna bust out crying.
What's
though.
wrong when one of us aren't affectionate?
Yes.
And I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
just-
You need that from me?
just-
Yeah.
You-
Why? But No, he's affectionate and he's a giver, so he loves giving gifts.
Yeah.
But for me, it's the it's time.
Quality
Spend,
time.
Yeah, quality
That's
time
mine
with me.
too.
Spend time with me. You know, we don't have to do nothing. We can sit here and look at each other.
Miss Maria, what's your love language?
Quality time.
Mm-hmm.
That's
What's
my
your love
primary.
language?
Same.
Is it?
Same?
Yeah.
What's yours?
Touch.
Touch.
Yeah, physical touch.
Look, I
Yeah,
know I should
yeah.
always touch my
I'm hugging, touching, love.
Yeah.
I just need to know you love me. That's
Yeah.
all. Just a little touch, just a little hand.
That's why every time I walk by, you gotta do a little.
I know. I love y'all for
And that's good.
that.
Ain't that so good
It
to
is.
know?
Yes.
Even in work environments, it's so good to know what the other
Mhm.
person, what you know, the people that you're working with. Now, have y'all done the tendencies? Has anybody done 4 tendencies?
Yes.
Once y'all get a chance, I think that would be really supportive for the salon for y'all to know the other person's tendencies.
Yes.
That's supportive.
So I realized, well, I did that one. I'm the questioner.
I'm the questioner too.
I'm the questioner, and it's not. I'm not disrespecting you.
You got to know why.
I have to know why.
Yeah,
I
me
don't
too.
understand, and I don't want to be like lost because
Yeah.
I'm gonna do something wrong.
Yeah.
Right.
And I don't want to do something wrong.
Yeah.
So.
And that's so funny because, like, if you don't understand why, my husband is a why person.
Yeah.
He needs the why,
Yes.
and I never have the answer.
Yeah.
I'm just, I don't know. Well,
like,
but why? Why
Yeah.
don't
What do you
you?
mean, why?
You know, and I
Why?
think it's very frustrating, and so that's why you have to get to know yourself and find out where does that come from.
That's right.
So for me, I always feel like intimidated, like, why are you asking me why?
Yeah.
Just
Mhm.
because,
Yeah.
you know.
Like, you don't
Why
trust
does it
me?
have to be a why? You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
and I always feel like I have to defend myself when it's just he just needs you to break it down.
Yes.
Right, that understand.
But for me, I've never been that person, so that's hard for me to do or even understand. You know,
Yeah.
so it's very important for you to understand yourself
Yes.
and you know, and then understand other people because you're actually doing something. You can be destroying, or the relationship, the communication barriers can be so severe because you don't really know how to communicate with your significant other, your spouse, because you're not paying attention to what they need.
Yes.
Like, you may not need the why, but he does.
Yes.
So give him the why.
That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying? Or give me what I need because that's what I need. You
That's
know.
right.
So this has been a lot because I'm it's reflecting and just like, well, like, I haven't even got to the lover's book yet. I said, let me just start with self.
Yes, right.
Like, I
That's
gave
good.
him the book and we exchanged. We both agreed that we're gonna do that one, but I'm like, let me just do this self first
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I'm
That's
not
good.
even. If I don't know myself, how can I even?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How can I like
How
start
can I
with
tell
too?
you how to love me?
That's
Exactly.
right. That's
Right.
right.
This has been amazing.
Yes.
So
I'm
amazing.
excited.
Yeah.
Okay.
These books will have you crying,
Yes.
you be in
Y'all.
tears, like healing, all of that. It's just great.
Yeah.
Sitting in your room writing it like, I
I just
didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know that's how I felt. Like, is that really me? Right
Yeah.
there?
Yes.
What's my what?
Yeah.
Or like some of the questions, like you ever like it asks you questions like, "What's your favorite food?" or something
Yeah.
like that. And you're like, "I like all the foods." You know, I like all the food.
Oh,
What is my
greedy.
favorite
I'm
food?
hungry.
You know, it really makes you
Yeah,
think.
think,
You know,
yes.
and you really want to put down the worth it, like your actual answer, not
Yes.
something that you feel at the time. Because especially if you're gonna exchange books, like me and Tiff have the tribe book.
Yeah.
She wants to exchange books, so it's like I want you to know me,
Thoughtful.
friend.
Yeah,
I want you to
that's
know
right.
me, and I want to know you, so we can know each other. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you another thing about tribe that I think is just, and it just, you know, when you're creating something, when you're doing something, I don't care if it's when you're doing makeup or when y'all are doing hair, right?
Mhm.
Sometimes God will just drop in your spirit something else, and you're like, I didn't even think that would work. And then the client get up, and you're like, that is bomb.
Mhm.
I didn't even, like, he just dropped stuff on you. And so what I realized with tribe especially is there is a, I think we didn't do it. There is a concept called ACEs that basically talks about things that happen. ACEs is adverse childhood experiences, and they basically talk about things that happen in our childhood that still show up today, and we may not be aware that that's what it is, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
The question became, normally when we go through something with somebody, one of the first things we say is, what's wrong with him?
Yeah.
What's wrong with her? That's the verbiage, like what's wrong with them? The question was posed by psychologists and like the leader in this field of study with trauma, where it's not necessarily what is wrong with them, but what happened to them, right?
Mhm.
Because that changes the dynamic of how you look at a person and how you handle the situation. And it gives you a level of compassion. One of the things that I realized about tribe, just recently God dropped it on me, is that we don't want to walk around and say, girl, what happened to you? Why
Yeah.
you show up like this? Why you so nasty? Why you so mean? Why you so standoffish? We don't want to say that. We don't want to say what happened to you.
Mm-hmm.
But what tribe does is it gives you questions to ask what happened to them without asking what happened to them.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So just in a question like, how was your childhood summers?
Mm-hmm.
Who did you spend the most time with when you were younger?
Mm-hmm.
What was Sundays like for you in your house? They'll answer the questions in a way to where you'll be able to
Understand.
see a little
Yeah.
bit more. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. I
So
like
you don't
that.
have to ask them personal stuff, really. You can ask them different things that will trigger them to say, they wasn't good. Or Saturdays was rough for me. That's why I don't like Saturdays now.
Yeah.
Or birthdays was hard for me. That's why I celebrate my birthdays now. They'll give you answers to where you can get to know these people that are not super, super close, that you don't want to ask them super personal questions, but they warrant you giving them a book. So it's something there that you want to get to know more about them, and you don't have to say, what happened? You don't have to prose it that way, and you can still get the understanding that you need so that you can be more compassionate and show up better for them.
Yes.
He gave me that. I was
Part.
like, oh, I didn't know
I
that
love
part. That
that.
was good.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's deep.
That's
real
Ooh,
deep.
that's
Because
deep.
that's the whole point. We learn about ourselves and about other people by asking questions.
Yes.
Period.
Yes.
And sometimes it's just
Questioners.
knowing the questions to ask and how to present those questions where they're not intrusive
Yeah.
or too much.
Yeah. I'm making someone feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, because we don't want to do that.
If somebody had like a real rough, intrusive childhood, if you ask them any questions,
They're going to shut
Shut
down.
down.
They're going to shut down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why we love
they
you.
get choked up.
Yeah.
Show
Yeah.
us how to do it.
Yeah. Versus
Yeah,
just
appreciate
asking
you.
simple questions like, what was Saturdays like for you in your house?
Yeah.
What about birthdays? Did you get a surprise birthday party? You can ask different questions to get the responses that you need to better understand why they respond to birthdays that way, or why they respond to stuff. You know
Just
what I mean?
stuff and
just stuff.
That makes me want to, for all of us, to have a tribe book. I'm gonna be honest.
look, I was thinking we need tribe.
We need tribe books for
wrote
each
y'all-
other.
And Kalina even said it. Oh, she was in with Casey as a team building exercise.
Yeah, we need. I
Absolutely
feel like we
good.
need tribe books for each other because, like, some of us are, like, we're getting to know each other. Yeah, we're
Yes.
all getting to know each other. A lot of us are new. Some of us have been with each other. Like Kalina and Ashley know each other, but there may be things that they may not know about each other.
I'm sure.
We we know each other, but there are things that we still keep guarded. We still keep locked sometimes
Yeah.
because it's not that time for us yet, or we
Yeah.
may not feel comfortable yet. But being able to put it into a book,
Yeah.
write it down without feeling like you're spilling all of your life and someone's
Exactly.
going to roll over you or someone's going to use that against you, because that's a
Yes.
lot of reasons why people don't want
That's
to
exactly
reveal
why.
themselves.
Yeah.
Take advantage.
You
Yeah.
take advantage.
Yeah.
You
Use it
throw
as a
back in my
weapon.
face. Yes. Oh my God, guys. I'm so sorry. We have to cut this episode short because we can get into this all
Yes,
day,
let's
honey.
do it.
Do you understand how these books have changed our lives? Okay.
Yes,
it can change your
life-changing.
life too.
Change your whole life.
You can come and purchase these at the salon, or you can go to her website. What's your
Yes.
website, Ms. Mary?
Taleerae.com. So it's TALEERAE.
And we'll put that in the bio as well
Yeah.
if you guys want to purchase these books. But if you want to come to the salon, 345 Cobb Parkway, okay, you know where we are, Marietta, Georgia, 30060. Why was I going to say the zip code for another place? I don't
Right.
know. Anyway, this has been an amazing episode. We want to thank
Yes.
Miss Maria for
I
coming.
appreciate
Thank
y'all.
you so
Yes,
much.
thank you.
Thank you for
I appreciate
introducing
you.
this
You don't
to us.
understand. You changed lives.
Like,
Yes.
seriously,
Life-changing.
you changed the way we
I
approach
appreciate
relationships right now.
Yeah.
All types, so
Yeah,
it's great.
all types.
It's great.
Yeah.
Thank you guys
Thank
for
you.
joining us on this episode of
Off the Book.